Hey everybody, and welcome back to Final Fantasy 15. In the last episode, we got news that Insomnia had been taken over by the Empire, and so we've come back to see the situation for ourselves, to see just how bad it really is. So we're gonna head up here, and it told us we got attacking to do. What?
Take them out.
We got, it told us to head to the top of the ridge here to see if we can get advantage, so that's what we're gonna go ahead and do. And we got some infantry in our way. Wow. I don't know how Ignis isn't taking a beating right now.
Your time has come.
I'm trying to see if I can't get a... Where is he? There he is. Oh, okay, fine. Tempest then. Jeez, it won't let me use Piercer. Bullshit. He's gone. Look at that. That's what done looks like. Sweet. Moving on. And my mouse keeps reappearing. I really gotta fix that. More! Whoop, 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 whoop. So we can use phasing to dodge these bullets. It doesn't really serve much purpose because all it's going to do is exactly what it did, which is put us in stasis. But now we can point one over here and that one. Snipers do a bit more damage, so again, you gotta be wary of them. Wow, I probably should use that on the group of guys, not just the one. But never mind. Jeez, man, there's a lot more than I thought. You can just run past all these guys, but every single time I see an enemy in this game, I just see free experience, so... Trust me, you're gonna need these levels. Yeah, I need them bad. Dead. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seems like 7 hits to take him out for full health. 2, you know, I'll just use Piercer. He should die.
This one's just for you.
Piercer does a shit ton of damage. There. That looks like a path.
Where do they keep coming from?
Can't imagine what it's like inside.
Nope, no ship.
We should seek a vantage point. The hill.
We got more. I can't. It won't let me warp strike. Well, now it will. Now it won't. What the heck? Sword. Like I said, I usually almost never stick to the broadsword because I really like point warping, and broadsword is definitely the best weapon for it. Oh yeah, look at that warp strike damage. Like I said, two-handed swords are your... Okay, we got an next guy. Two-handed swords are your slow-moving but damage-dealing weapons. They also take a very long time to point or whip them too. I'm trying to defend, but I'm in stasis, so Tempest, they probably all gonna die right now. Watch this. One more. We good? Now we're good. Thank you. Drain Lance. So we actually just picked up a weapon there. Any weapon with a plus, this is important, and I know we're kind of breaking the tension here, but any weapon with a plus, including the Engine Blade and the Drain Lance that we see, can be improved, and we'll get over that later, but for now, we're going to run up here and take care of this first. Come on. See it fires from here.
As the ceasefire discussions between the two nations, all provisional terms have been suspended in light of recent developments. Moreover, in the wake of the news of King Regis's death, we've now received word that Crown Prince Noctis and the Oracle Lunafreya have also been pronounced dead.
Keep it on. Don't bother! Hello? Cor?
So, you made it.
The hell's going on?
Where are you?
Outside the city, with no way back in.
Makes sense.
Makes sense? Are you serious? What about any of this makes sense? The news just told me I'm dead, along with my father and Luna.
Listen, I'm heading out to Hammerhead. I'm about about the king. It's true. If you're looking for the whole truth, you know where to find me. Get moving.
Right.
What did the Marshal have to say?
Said he'd be in Hammerhead.
And the king?
So it seems the news of the king being murdered was true. And we get to tell her he's gigging. Yay. And a photo. Not the time. Wow. Just a... Alright, so we made it to the top of the ridge and seeing what Insomnia looked like ourselves, and we could see the fires burning from miles away. It seems that everything we heard was true and that Insomnia really did fall. We ended up calling and getting a hold of the Marshal Corps, and he told us to meet him in Hammerhead and he'll debrief us on the rest of the situation, but we did also learn that the news of King Regis's murder was actually true. And with that news, we're going to have to head back to Hammerhead and seek more answers.
Don't suppose the Crown's Guard is still active?
I wouldn't count on it. Not with the Marshal out here.
I wonder how things are in the city.
There should be reports before long.
Yeah, something this big can't go ignored.
And what about us? What do we do?
We make for Hammerhead now, and figure the rest out later. Got a message from my sister. She's with refugees bound for Lestalem.
Well, at least Iris is okay.
Yeah, doesn't sound like everyone else was so lucky, though.
We'd best make haste. Noct won't be dead forever.
No going back. Only ways forward.
No going back. Let's go.
Hey,
Glad y'all made it. No weather for driving, that's for sure.
Oh, thanks.
Where's Core?
Left to see to business. And left y'all a message with Pawpaw.
Yeah?
Boss ain't sat still 1 second since he heard y'all were coming.
Alright, so it turns out Core's not actually here. He left on business, but he left a message with Sid, so we're going to see what it was. Item. There's none over there, but you can't get it yet because we have cutscene. Yep.
Crystal and the King's Ring. What they've been after all along.
So all talk of peace was merely a pretext.
They played my father for a fool.
Don't kid yourself. Reggie wasn't born yesterday. Lucius got dealt a losing hand, and your old man played it the best he could. He saw this coming a mile away, and he wasn't gonna go down without a fight. In the end, though, well, it just wasn't enough. You need something else, you talk to Core. I can't even remember the last time I saw Reggie. Feels like a lifetime ago.
Alright, so seems Sid's pretty broken up about the whole situation as well. Understandable. As are we. Other item here, high potion, really useful. Definitely grab it.
Cora left a message. Said he'll wait for you in the tombs. They're to the northwest of here. That's a short ways past the outpost. Find that first.
So, now, you see he has a quest marker above his head. This is one of the few quests in the game that I highly recommend you actually do. The quests are good, but this is one you definitely want to do. And I know it kind of breaks the story up for a second, but this is important.
Interesting toy you got there.
This? It's just something we picked up after taking out some Imperials.
Well, I'll be Crown City made. If you like, I can make this puppy better. Give it more oomph.
How?
I can mod it for you.
Mod it?
Look, I got diddly squat to do what with Cindy taking care of the garage. If you can find the parts, I can do the work for you.
So, yeah, side quest. You can deliver a scrap metal, which is another item you can pick up. You find them all over the place, and he will upgrade the Drain Lance. But that's not... we actually have one? I don't think we do.
There's a surprising amount of useful stuff lying around.
Okay, I guess we're going to.
Proceed with thanks. Y'all just leave the rest to me.
So then he'll just load it back out.
Take it for a spin. It'll be a ride.
And now we have the Drain Lance too. So I didn't show off what the Drain Lance looked before, but it was a pretty meh weapon. Now it's actually halfway decent, and we're actually going to give it to Ignis because, yeah. It absorbs elemental entry just like the, just like Noctis's Engine Blade does too. But that's also why we're here, is because we can get a better Engine Blade. And this is why I recommended you grab that rusted bit back in, Golden Key. Because you can just immediately give it to Sid, and he will... Yes, we get it. And we can upgrade the Drain Lance multiple times too. But we're pretty much done with the Drain Lance forever. It's not the weapon I'm sticking forever. But we can upgrade... Oh, right. You gotta unequip the weapon first. He won't let you mod it if you have it equipped. So we gotta just... There we go. And then...
You got me what I need. I'll take it from here.
It gives us more EXP. Good free EXP for this too.
Here she is. Try her out and let me know what you think.
And now we have the Engine Blade too. So, as I said, broadswords are pretty much the only weapons I ever use in this game, since everybody else covers everything else. So, because of that, the Engine Blade is also pretty much the only broadsword I use, too. So, we heard that, not Sid, Core is waiting for us out in the tombs, so we're gonna start heading out that way. I don't think we have anything else we gotta do here, so we're just gonna take us straight to the next active quest. Whenever you follow the map markers for these, upgrade these weapons, it will just take you to Sid. It won't take you to whatever item he's looking for. You'll have to find it yourself. Actually,
see that you buy no
we're gonna hop out here because it's actually nighttime. And here's something you really want to know. You almost never want to drive at nighttime. We'll get over why later when it's actually required. But for now, we're gonna stay at this caravan and we're gonna tally our EXP. We got 1,000 for doing like 3 quests in a row because Sid was upgrading all of our stuff for us, which was nice of him. Fun little cutscene. And we tally our EXP. Now we're all level 9.
Master Sid.
Sure, why not? Well, it's not that good of a photo. Lighting's kind of terrible on it. And we get a phone call.
Hello?
Sheesh, thought I'd never get through. Good to hear your voice, Highness. You recognize mine, don't you? It's Dino.
Right, the jeweler.
Got that right. The best around. Listen, I've been worried about how you guys are doing. How's about you drop by Galden and mingle for a bit?
We'll think about it.
Just hangs up on him. How rude. It's not that's another side quest you can do. It's not that big of a deal. Now, one more thing I want to mention is you can check in your level in your quest guide the recommended level for whatever mission you're about to go take on. A lot of these can be a bit higher than you think they are, so take my word for it when I say you want to fight as many enemies as you possibly can, because if you try to play conservatively and try not to get in every fight you see like I did the first time I played this game, the final boss is like a recommended level of like 40, and I was like low 30s. It's, trust me, you really want to fight all the EXP you can get.
Merely a question of when.
Can't believe the crystal's gone.
The bastards took it all.
And we'll take it back.
This is far from over.
It seems everyone's determination to fix this situation as high as it ever could be, I guess. Car accident. No, couldn't turn in time. I don't know why I want to get into a car accident. Maybe because it's a bunch of ones and zeros and not my actual car. Like I said, there's a lot of this driving between point A to point B with nothing eventful happening, so I'm just going to skip until we get there. Alright, we're pretty much there. We just got a short little dirt road we got to run up real quick. Sorry, I was moving my mouse there. Just park the car. Jeez. Just, no? We're just gonna... Okay, that was weird. Alright, so there's another caravan here if you want to tally your EXP here. One more thing I want to mention real quick is whenever I'm playing the game and you guys see like a brief moment where the game freezes for a second, that's me switching over to my recording software to make sure we can check the time and that my microphone's not muted, because I'm muted during cutscenes.
It looks like a hub for hunters.
Maybe they know something.
So it's something to be curious about. So right here we have
our wares.
A shop. This is where you buy your weapons from. You can buy a broadsword, war sword, javelin, Avengers, and whatever you pronounce that as. And you can also get some accessories here. Also, I got an accessory from Dino, but I didn't equip it because I'm an idiot who doesn't think things through very well. I don't think any of these are really useful right now. The Vitality one is useful if I can afford it, which I can. So if you're running low on money, what you can sell is these items here. These can be used for two things, which are selling and catalyst. And catalyst isn't too big of a deal right now. I don't need any of those because, you trust me, you're going to get a lot of those. And the rest of it I kind of want to keep right now. The two-handed sword, I can sell one of them. Oh, no, he's got it equipped, so I can't. But broadsword I'm not going to use. The war sword is not much better than what I got right now. Yeah, I usually always just keep two-handed weapons, javelins, or two-handed weapons, pole arms, and daggers and firearms to their appropriate characters who use them. But Noctis can use any weapon, but I pretty much only ever use broadswords as Noctis. So I'm only going to check Gladiolus' stats to see. This isn't much better than what he has right now. It is better, though. This is exactly what... Actually, what I have is way better than a javelin. And then the Avengers... that's quite a bit better. So that's good. But this one I really wanted to buy right here.
Pleasure doing
Soldier's
it.
Anklet.
Hey, come again.
So now we got some accessories. Skip all those. The Bronze Bango, I know we picked that one up. Increases HP slightly, not by much. 50 points. It's there. Increases strength slightly. I'm going to keep this one. In case you guys are curious, there is a whole guide here that tells you what all of this does. If you press select, you can read through all this. It'll tell you Gladiolus equips these two. Ignis, Prompto, what weapons they use. Outfits can change appearance, what techniques are. Spells. And then this is probably what you were curious about. The attack stat is obviously based on damage you deal with physical attacks. Defense is how much damage you incurred from physical attacks. That's a weird way to word that, though. Strength is an attribute that affects your attack. Vitality is your attribute that affects your defense. Magic is the stat used for damage on magic attacks using spells and the like. And one other thing way later in the game. Spirit is used for damage resistance against magical attacks. HP boost is obviously increase in maximum HP, and MP boost is obviously an increase in maximum MP. In case you didn't realize it yet, Noctis is the only one who has MP because he's the only one who can do phasing and teleporting and all that. Your fire, ice, and lightning resistances are your resistance to those. There was a word there I had in my head and I forgot it. To those specific types of magic. And then dark and shot resistance. Dark is your resistance to dark magic, which we haven't seen yet. And shot resistance is from ballistic attacks, so guns and stuff of the like. So that's pretty much all you need to know about that. And he was the one I was going to quit the Soldier's Angle for more defense. Or actually, you know what? A better idea is we're going to actually equip that on Prompto. Prompto is kind of your, he can dish out a lot of damage decently fast, but he's squishy as hell. He can't take a lot of hits. Ignis is kind of your specialty guy. Mostly his are, the main thing you focus on with Ignis is techniques to set up different attacks or put characters in certain spots during battle. He's more of a unique character. And obviously Gladiolus is your tank who can dish out a decent amount of damage while still being able to take a shit ton of hits. And Noctis is kind of a variation version of Prompto. He can take a good amount of hits, but he can dish out even more damage. So something to be wary of. And I think we're running a bit high on time. Yeah, we're at 21 minutes. So next episode, we're going to go ahead and see what's going on over here and figure out what our next plan of attack is. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I'll see you guys next time.